Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube session. Today we are going to learn how to create BIP reports with parameter and LOVs. So let's start it. Here we have a few steps that how to create parameters and LOV in BIP reports. So step 1, we have to create the LOV dataset with the SQL query. After that we have to define the LOV, go to the data model selection and we have to select the data model those we have created, and then we have to enter the SQL query and test the define the LOV. Add the new list of value, we have to add the LOVs list of values, then we have to specify the LOVs name, like what name we are going to give the LOVs. Then after we have a create a parameters, add the parameters and link it to the LOVs. We have to create the parameters with the SQL query and link with the LOVs. Set type to menu and map the LOV. The set type will be menu and we have to map with the LOVs, the parameters, then only we will be able to see the LOVs. Modify the main SQL query, use the parameter in SQL query. Test and publish. Test the LOV in view data and then we have to save and upload the report to the BI catalog. Then only we are able to see the LOVs. And we have some mandatory fields here. We have a two mandatory fields, SQL query for LOVs, and then after we have a second main point is a parameter linked with the LOV. So whatever we have created the SQL query, that will be linked with the parameters only. Then we will be able to see the parameters with LOVs. So now we will be moved to the practical part. So now we are going to move on practical parts. See, this dashboard is our BIP report dashboard. So when we are going to create BIP report dashboard, we have to hit on create button. So click on create and then we have to go to report. Then first step we have to create a data set, data model. It's opening. See, the page is open and we have to cancel this, and then we have to create a data model. So we will click on plus button, plus icon. Here we will click on plus icon, then SQL query. Then we have to specify the SQL query, what data model we are going to create. So we are going to create the data model for AP invoice. So we will give the name as AP invoice, AP INB 111. It's data model, so we will be write name as a DM. It means data model. So data source will be application database FSCM. So here we have to write the SQL query. So we have created SQL query. This is our SQL query with the parameters. So I will copy the SQL query and I will simply paste here. So now in this video we also learn how to create parameters in SQL query. So it's a very simple. We have to create just we have to write a where condition, and then make sure which column you are going to create a parameters. So I'm going to create as a parameter that invoice ID, because it is a unique column only. So enter the invoice ID and equal to colon, again we have to put the invoice ID, and we are going to create parameters, so we will be put p underscore invoice ID. See, our SQL query is ready. So now we will go to OK. Once we will be click on OK, it will be reflect parameter. We have to tick on that. So let's open. See, something getting error, failed to load. that our query is okay, but our net was a bit slow, that's why we're getting some error. So just again click on OK. See, our data set is ready for displaying. We have to click on data and view button. See, we are able to see the data set. See, this is our parameter p underscore invoice id, and when we are going to see the data of invoice id p, and we have entered the values as 18, so I'm writing 12 and search. See, once we have hit the search button, the data set is given. Click on table view. See, we are able to see the the 12 number of data, like invoice id 12 number, invoice number is 40197, invoice amount, vendor id, and amount paid, which we have selected on the SQL query. So now we will go to create list of value. So for creating list of value, we have to click on the plus icon. We have to select on plus icon, and we have to specify the name. So we are going to write the name of list value, ap underscore ap triple one underscore lov. It will be SQL query as well, and here we have to select the application FSCM, and here we have to pass the SQL query as we have selected, as we have given on data sheet. So we don't have to give entire SQL query, just we have to give the unique ID, that's which we have taken the parameters, that's invoice ID, and we have to, in which table we have choose this the invoice ID. So we have choose from the AP invoice alls. So that's it. Okay, now here we have to click on parameter type will be menu, and here see, we are able to see the list of value. We are able to see AP double triple one LOV, those we have created. So now we are going to save this. AP triple one, it's a data model, so we will save as a DM. See, our data model is already saved. So now we have to see the LOB, how LOB will looks like. See, our data is open. Now the LOB is ready. So it's a look like a data. It looks like a drop down. Here we have selected value 1 to 100. So whatever comes under the 1 to 100, it's shown here. So once we will click on the 1, so it will be display the value of 1. Let's see. Click on view button. See, we are able to see the values of invoice number 1. Now we will click invoice number 2. It will be show the value of display invoice number 2. See here the data of the invoice 2. Now we will be click to table view. So it will be looks like in a table format. See, it looks like in the table format. This is the benefit of LOV, like a drop down, whatever you have created in the parameters, you can able to see here. See, we are going to click on 4002, so it will be display values of 4002, invoice number, invoice amount, vendor ID, and amount. So our data model is ready now, and now we are going to create report. So just click on the create report and OK. Just cancel this. We are taking the default default template. Sorry, we have forget to select the data model which we have created earlier, AP triple one, right? See, it's already selected here, and now we will click here. We have to create the template, generate. Now we will save the report. AP triple one report means RPT. Just click on OK. Now we are able to see we saved the report as well, and here we have LOVs of report. Now we will click on drop down and select what invoice ID you want to display. So I want to display 3. Hit on apply button. So you are able to see the invoice ID as a 3, invoice number, invoice amount, vendor ID, amount paid. So this is the all part of how to create LOB and parameters in BIP report. So we are done with this. If you have any doubt in parameters of BIP reports or LOB, then feel free to ask in comment below. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Let's subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.